Hello and welcome to Flippin Through the Internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today I'm going to be flipping through Mad Magazine number 45, released March 1959, our price 25 cents, which is indeed cheap. But before I do that, I want to say a few things. First off, if you want to support my channel, the easiest way that you can do that is hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below, even if it's nonsense. And I always forget that, and then, Kyle Bridget says some nonsense, and I'm like, I don't get it, and he's, Anyway, that's the easiest way you can support this channel. It really does help. It makes a difference. It tells YouTube, hey, this is something I enjoy, and other people should enjoy too. The other way is through Patreon. You could be a patron of this channel. And if you are a patron, you get special things like like Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead, Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I hope that I can keep earning it. If you do that, if you support me on Patreon, that's not the right one. Here we go. You get a set of stickers, as a small token of my appreciation. Powder ZB System Weights Measures, Powder ZB. Look at that, Max Corners here. That's a transparent one, so you could slap it on a bathroom stall. But enough about all of that. Today is kind of a bummer because our Frank Jacobs passed away. And that bumps me out. Frank Jacobs is he is my favorite writer. Frank Jacobs is my favorite writer. Obviously, really well known for doing all the song parodies or poem parodies. He's old. It's not a surprise he passed away, but it is still sad. And, one of the reasons why I started doing the interviews on this channel is when Mort Drucker passed away, another guy where it's like, well, he's old, but, not a surprise there, but it is sad. And so what I want to do with this channel is not only catalog in video form some of these issues, but then also have conversations with people who were involved in MAD. And hopefully I can start getting some of those old timers. I've gotten lots of young folks here. All of those videos you can probably see. I think there's a playlist somewhere that will, bring you to all the interviews that I've done. You can find them also at flippinthrough.com. But, it's just another reminder of like somebody who's gone on, and it just it makes me a little sad. Sorry, I'm not more eloquent about it, but that brings me to this issue. I chose this issue because this is the oldest issue that I have that has a Frank Jacobs appearance in it. I wanted to grab his first appearance because I like doing those first appearance issues, but I don't own it. His first appearances, I think, I don't know off the top of my head, but I don't have it. It's earlier than this. It may have been like issue 30 or something. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to collect that one. I'm getting to the point in my collection where I have to start buying the expensive ones because I'm almost complete otherwise. Here we go. This cover, I'm assuming it's a Kelly Freas cover. It looks like Kelly Freas. And we have Alfred E. Newman. And no, not his sister. Not his cousin. His lover. That's his lover. Moxie, I forget her name. It's like Moxie Kazakowski or something like that. Not going to lie. She's kind of fine. Okay. What can I do? I'm a man. I'm sorry. Okay. Give me a break. This is a safe place. Anyway, so here we go. We have, of course, a beautiful ad. Look at this. Knuckleheaded people who drink Inferial and then go driving end up as a case. This is I don't know. It's a play on a liquor ad that I don't know. Maybe like Imperial whiskey. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had something better to say about it. But this is another Kelly Freas painting. And I wonder, was this painted in black and white? That sounds really dumb to say out loud, but like, can you do that? Painting in black and white seems like it would be extremely difficult to do. And I guess the reason I say that is because it's like the shading seems like it would be hard. Like, look at how all of these, the shadows work together, like the overlapping shadows. I mean, it's really a beautiful illustration. Kelly, like when you look at all that, yeah, Kelly Freas was an incredibly talented person. Anyway, here we have the vital features. Here we have the worsts of 1958. We have a lot of vital features. What do they have? They have like 8 of them or something. I'm having a hard time getting this focused. So we have the worsts of 1958. Let me see. Bodybuilding, Guide for Novice Drivers, Geo Washington Ad Agency. Is that an abbreviation for George? Tattooing, TV commercials, and Business Valentines. And then just the word gook, which I feel very uncomfortable just saying that word. So, God, I don't know. We might have to skip that one, guys. We'll find out. I can't even guess, really, because these, like, images, I think that's probably Wally Wood. I don't know. There's probably a Bob Clark in here, some Jack Davis. I'm not even going to guess, because those little thumbnails are really hard to read. So, here we have the first annual MAD Awards for the worsts of 1958. Pictures by, who called it? Wally Wood. That's right. Oh, wait, I didn't call the right one. Never mind. Now, one thing that I really, really love about this is we get to see all kinds of use of the duotone and duo shade. And look here's that Moxie thing right there. They used this logo so much, and now I'm gonna have to look it up because I feel like was that a real thing? I know the word Moxie. I know Moxie, Alfred E. Newman's girlfriend, but I mean, this looks, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research. But it's that fantastic use of duotone and duo shade. It's beautiful. And there's things like this, like there's a little windmill in the background there, which is entirely in duotone, or not zipatone. That's something totally different. Then you have this shading on the people, or having it being used as texture on the belly dancer's vest, or like showing that it's a sort of like a sheer pattern or a sheer garment. It's just, it's lovely. Or the shadow right here. Look at that. That goes from the single tone to double tone as the shadow is cast on a darker wall and then lighter paper. You can't even see what I'm pointing to. Right here, these bars, that's what I'm talking about. That's so awesome. I love it so much. So, an impartial panel of judges consisting of editors of 12 leading college humor magazines? What? Is this real? Wait, this looks like a picture like from now. That does not look like a picture from the 1950s. I wonder if any of these... Stu Brody, MIT, Fordham U, Columbia, University of Alabama, the Rammer Stanford Humor Magazine, University of California. Is that a thing anymore? Do colleges have humor magazines any longer? Kind of wish. Oh, I guess I should go over this because this is actually quite amusing. So the worst novel of the year is On the Road. Jack Kerouac's book was a sick example of how the other half, the half-baked half, lives. It became the Bible of the Beat generation, a group of idiots who stay up all night listening to jazz records and poetry. As these cats never get any sleep, you can guess why they're beat. Yeah, there is like... On the Road, it's like, yeah, and then me and Dean Moriarty, we stayed up all oh, he got a new jazz album. Oh, and then we stole, we picked out long cigarette butts out of the ashtray and we smoked them. It's like, oh, you're just a bum. Worst motion picture. I Was a Teenage Werewolf. My guess is that was actually a classic. The worst designed car, the Edsel. Very popular. Very sad, though, because wasn't that like Ford's kid's name? Like Edsel Ford was like named after his kid. That'd be like, I don't know. The worst TV commercials. So worst single TV show, Hans Brinker. Never heard of him. The worst national fad, hula hoops. Bruh, hula hoops are still in, man. What are they talking about? Look at that's what happens when you have a bunch of squares. Look at these dopes. Do these look like people that know what's up? Maybe this guy does. The worst radio commercial, the Pepsi-Cola one. The worst regular TV show, The Price is Right. Not the thirst for knowledge, but the thirst for things was the main theme of this TV show, which never even tried to hide its appeal to America's worship of the materialistic. Questions used on this program had to be authenticated by the National Association of Manufacturers. I enjoy that. I like that they were ripping on that. The worst single recording is The Witch Doctor. Worst national magazine is MAD magazine. Poor guys. Oh, look at that. One of the first, the big bound issues. Not issues. It's like, what is it? Why am I just so bad at thinking right now? It's like a collection of the best of things. I'm going to skip though. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Now you people who had some shit to say about my tier list, how about you just look, Bob Clark says, look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. Look at this, bodybuilding and weightlifting. Look at this illustration with, it's like the guy has been skinned, right? And you have all of the muscle, the biceps should be on top. The patella is the kneecap. Triceps, biceps belong here. Here we go. The tensor fasciae femoris. The leg. Wait, I don't understand this whole part. This is pictures by Bob Clark. Nobody's claiming to have written this, apparently. Advantages of well-built body in daily life. Let's zoom in on this bad boy so we can appreciate. Commuting. A good physique looks well when you strap hang on those crowded subways. Working. A good physique performs well when you have to work in a busy factory. Eating. A good physique eats well when you must dine in at jammed luncheonette. Playing. A good physique fares well when you compete in a sport with an audience. Resting. A good physique relaxes as well as anything so muscle-bound can relax. Again, here's the moxie thing. That seems... Oh, wait, so there's like the bird. There's... Okay, so we have the bird, we have the zeppelin, we have Arthur, the plant, we have, I guess, the poyette, that's another one we have. But all of those have withstood the test of time. But moxie has not. When was the last time you saw a Oh, look at it. This is what my body looks like. Oh my gosh, guys. Here, let me see. Can I zoom in? Hold on, I gotta take a screen grab of this. Sorry. Full screen snap. Booyah. Okay, I got it. I can move on. Sorry. I just got it. That was just too perfect. So, anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, when's the last time you saw a Moxie reference? And again, look at Bob Clark in all of this. So here we go. Special exercising for developing specific muscles. Start to develop shoulder muscles. Step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Repeat 1,000 times and specific muscle area will be fully developed. However, a bodybuilding and weightlifting enthusiast also knows that extreme caution must be taken to do each special exercise designed to develop a specific muscle exactly as prescribed, or wrong muscle may be developed. Start to develop kneecap muscle. Do a squat, you do a lift up, put it behind your head. Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is, I'll be for real with you guys. Humor-wise, not that strong, right? The yucks are kind of missing in this. However, I don't know, man. I love that Bob Clark artwork. Common mistakes of beginning weightlifters. So the right way is to do it at the beach. I love this. The woman who's just like totally yoked too. I really don't get, if you look at the background of this though. So we got the kid, you know, like, hey, he's skinny, getting pushed in the face. He steals his girl. This guy's reading a book. Oh, he just says, forget it, pulls out a pistol and shoots the guy. Yeah, I mean, that's just beautiful. Or like things like this, where too tight of tights, when he's lifting and it says rip, but it signed like Ripley's, believe it or not. It's just lovely. Recently, we dropped down to our neighborhood fish store and discovered MAD's maddest artist, Don Martin, lounging in the window tank along with the eels. Don was relaxing after a strenuous session, pulling wedgies out of the lobster's claws. Wedges, so they'd be free to tear each other to pieces. While we were waiting for our fillet of guppy, Don told us the following. Now, I have to say they really did a good job of like changing the way he does his storytelling. But it is like, it's very interesting how little his style changed. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, like, this whole joke could be told in probably one page, right? Boom, Moxie again. What in the heck? I know somebody is going to tell me in the comments, like, hey, listen, bro. And they're going to keep me honest on this one. They're going to fill me in. Who did this art? Pictures by George Woodbridge. George Woodbridge, another one. I don't think I gave him that. I put him pretty low on the tier list, which honestly was probably not super fair. But here's the thing, is like, I guess this is the stuff that I'm talking about, like that George Woodbridge and Bob Clark are really good at humorous illustrations. And they draw these very dynamic scenes with a lot of action, and it's just like there's all this beautiful detail, and it's not just drawing silly things, but they're drawing things that convey silliness or humor, and I appreciate that versus drawing just sort of silly, grotesque faces. Oh, here we go. Another perfect one of those that Wally Wood did. If comic strip artists drew editorial cartoons being political cartoons, right? I mean, do they still call them that? Or is it something different? So here's, if Charles Schultz, a new broom sweeps clean. So electoral, I don't, like, I wonder if like, is this just so general, like sweeping out incompetence and eggheads and indifference and irresponsibility. Oh, and then there's the clean government doing that. I don't know. Wage increased pokes the butt of cost of living, but then the consumer is reading the budget and I'm not sure I really understand this. But maybe that's the point, right? It wouldn't be the first time I don't get the point. I think there were a few people who thought that my admiration for like mimicry of style was maybe misplaced. And I respect that because I think it was, I forget who it was, but he was a mad artist who pointed that out. And I will take that under consideration. I mean, I think that could be true, right? I mean, as somebody who doesn't know about art, I think that could absolutely be true. The George Washington Advertising Agency. This is just so dense, I think I'm going to have to go on through it. I really want to see, though. Oh, wait. I can't see because... Hold on. I got to go to Mad Cover Site because they don't tell you who writes any of this stuff. So how am I going to tell which part Frank Jacobs wrote? It pays to read the label. Spaghetti with meatballs and tomato sauce. Meatballs with tomato sauce and spaghetti. Tomato sauce with spaghetti and meatballs. Italian dinner with meatball, spaghetti, and tomato sauce. Here, I'm going to find this real quick. Got to go to madcoversite.com if you have any questions. Here, oh, this is perfect. This is written by Frank Jacobs. Boiled beef, meatballs with spaghetti and tomato sauce of red tomatoes with spaghetti and meatballs. Antipasto should precede the spaghetti, meatballs, and tomato sauce in this can. My goodness. Garlic salt has been added to the meatball, spaghetti, and tomato sauce in this can. Italian cheese will go well with the spaghetti, meatballs, and tomato sauce in this can. And tin can. Oh, I love it. Let's see. He's written a few things in this, actually, our old friend Frank Jacobs. None of which, I believe, are the actual song ones. So, photos of poetry in motion. Have you noticed this new form of arty photography? Photos. Wait. So I'm used to, like, sometimes they'll have it go down before it goes over. Have you noticed this new form of arty photography being featured by big-time magazines lately? To clods like us, the photos look like badly blurred prints. But to the imaginative picture editors of these magazines, they appear to be photos of poetry in motion. Pictures by Bob Clark. Poetry in motion shot. The eerie majesty of the great city at dawn flows in the graceful arcs of the early few who brave the morning mist to awaken her with their labors. Same scene, steady camera. Nick Slop Smedley and Charlie Crusher Biddle, garbage men, toss a few cans around and raise their usual early morning racket collecting the city trash. Poetry in motion. A symphony of muscle and sinew and precise coordination surges to a frenzy of eager exultation as athletes in competition reach the climactic moment in their beloved sport. Same scene, steady camera. Strangler, Kazanovsky, it's Moxie Kazanovsky, stupidly loses temper instead of match, which Indian Irving was scheduled to win, and is promptly barred from professional wrestling for 1 year. A new model car every year. The United States of America is the only country in the world that produces a new model car every year. So with this fact in mind, MAD prepared the following article, which asks, who needs it? You've just made the final payment on last year's model, and it's all yours. Wouldn't that be awesome if you could pay off a car in 1 year? Frickin' old people, they had it so easy. Anyway, the 220 horsepower engine purrs like a kitten because she's just barely broken in. It rides like a dream because you've finally gotten all the bugs out of it. And yet, as you pull up into your driveway, you suddenly get the feeling you're a failure. Because Detroit, through Madison Avenue ads like on that billboard, tells you. And a new car dealer like the Joker waiting on your front lawn tells you. But mainly because your neighbor, who just bought that new model, tells you. You're a failure because you're driving last year's model car. The one with shorter tail fins, less chrome, fewer lights, and 3,249 miles on it. So you borrow on life insurance policies, take a second mortgage on your house, and trade in your last year's model for the latest one. This means you're a success. Mainly, you've succeeded in going back into debt for $5,000, falling for planned obsolescence. Man, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Am I right? Yeah, I think so. Thank you. How it works. Oh, and then he goes into how it works. Who wrote this? I don't know, but know who drew this? Know who drew this beautiful piece of artwork? This masterful piece of artwork? You won't believe it when I say it. David Berg. That's who did this. That's who's responsible. I think he wrote it too. What happened? What happened to you, Dave Berg? Why? What happened? This is beautiful stuff. Oh my gosh. Tattooing gets a shot in the arm. This is really cool. This is a Woodbridge right here. I joined the Navy and saw the universe. Man, I want that one right there. Blessed, blessed oblivion. The creature of 40,000 fathoms. Technicolor CinemaScope. I love this. These are really cool. Anyway. So this is some Mort Drucker art, which I think is, I really like his old stuff. So TV commercials to match the show. Again, man, this is real dense. This is another one that Frank Jacobs wrote. The panel show commercial. I wish we had panel shows like they do in England. I've been watching those a lot. There's Moxie again. I need to do some research on Moxie. Because boy, they're fun to watch. Here we have Frank Jacobs, Business Valentines. Now this is great because this is where we get a taste of the great Frank Jacobs in his natural habitat, which is writing poetry. His first issue is 33. So here, let's zoom in on some of these. And Bob Clark. Of course, like I said, we'll just put that right there. Like I said before, name a more iconic duo than Frank Jacobs and Bob Clark. Oh, Valentine, we're forced to say, unless you raise the cash and pay your last installment overdue, that we will have to visit you and dispossess you of your car, your Frigidaire, your built-in bar, your hot point range, your house, your wife, and 5 to 10 years of your life. The Friendly Finance Company. Okay, listen. So this one's so fucked up. This one's really fucked up. I'm not going to read this one. I'm not going to do it. So here we go. Hey, Valentine, your voice I missed. So tell me, what's the trouble? Please do not scratch me off your list. Let's be a daily double. My heart is full, my thoughts are warm, I'm loaded with affection. So why not check your racing form and phone in your selection? He was great. Man. Here we go. This is one from Mad Magazine. This here's a Valentine to share with our clad readers everywhere. Although our stories rot your mind, although our artwork drives you blind, although each issue makes you ill and fills you with the urge to kill, please keep on buying all our stuff, 'cause we find honest work is tough. The Gang at MAD. Listen, I'll tell you what, man. Thank goodness. Oh, I don't know. Did Frank Jacobs ever have to find honest work? I sure hope not, man. Now that he's shuffled off this mortal coil, he is free of honest work for the rest of his, I was going to say life. I don't know. I don't know how to talk sometimes. I don't, like... I don't, like, what was happening in 1959? The Korean War? When was the Korean War? I know, I'm sorry, guys. No, it was over. That was 50 to 53. Anyway. Maybe this meant... Okay, look at it. It had to have meant something different than the way I'm taking it, right? Anyway, because it's about teenagers. And it's about rat. Why is there so much stuff about rodents? I don't get it, guys. I'm sorry. But anyway, these are usually extremely well done. The whole magazine parodies that they do. Hey, rich kid, don't be ashamed because your old man makes a pile. Be proud you're rich. Show off with genuine 14-karat gold brick cufflinks. Was this an Irving Schild one? I don't know. This is a real ad, swears executive of the Gauche Jewelry, who stands to make a pile of dough. In all the world, only Sweatheart's portable oval tub can make a bath so rewarding, so refreshing. So there we have it. The earliest appearance of Frank Jacobs that I have, Mad Magazine number 45. Hey, if you enjoyed this, please hit like, hit subscribe, share this out, and leave a comment below. Down in the description, you can find links to flippinthrough.com, where you can find me everywhere, even on Etsy, where you can buy some of these stickers that I got. Otherwise, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Toodaloo.